Okay, and welcome back. Today we're doing something a little bit differently because I am actually not streaming. I am pre-recording, and I'll pre-record the session and then I'll just set it to play. This is a slightly different way of doing things, I guess. We have had some interactions during the stream, which is really great, but this week it's school holidays here in Queensland, so I'm actually, I'm not even in Queensland, I'm in New South Wales today, but I've scheduled this video, and if YouTube behaves well, then this will be showing at the normal streaming time. Alright, let's get down to it. So recap of what we were doing last week. So last week, or which is actually still this week, so with the last session we had a look at the GMGC outputs, and we had first we had on the GMGC, we had done this, concatenated everything into this single file. So here actually the complete stands for the complete genes from the GMGC, not just that this file has the complete outputs. Oh, sorry, I'm messing this up. There, now you can see it. So this is the complete outputs. So this is the, and then we use this in this length by KO file. Oops. But let me just see, is this still running here? Just give me a second. Yeah, this should be right. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Sorry, let's see. Right. Okay, around there. Oh, these were the changes that I did during the recap. Alright. So during the I made a couple of changes during the recap. So one was this, but let's just go. So I didn't say this properly. And the one thing we did, we started using this GMGC data, but using it only using the GMGC to define the Z-score. So this is and this first of all, even during the recap, so I did this thing where whereby I had actually interrupted the recording at some point because it takes like 15 minutes, and so today, and that was, I think we put it in the notes, so we should put it in the notes of things to do, is we want to avoid doing this every time. So, and generally speaking, this length by KO file has become a bit of a monster. I mean, it's only 200 lines, so it's not that, and it's not in that sense that it's but just in the sense that it's messy, has all of this extra stuff in it, and so we don't, can we do a bit better and filter? Let me do a bit better. Oh, I did, yeah. Oh, yeah. And this, especially this step here, we have, so maybe some of this post-processing could happen already one time, we save it, and then that's it, right? So right now we are doing it every time. Not great. So let's start just general cleanup. Alright, so first of all, we're loading it like this. Read CSV. So today I'm gonna maybe just spend a little bit of time doing all of this cleanup. Right. So first of all, let's see if we can just do it. So we do maybe. Let's see. So one of the reasons why I often like to just run things like and stare at them is you start to develop a feeling for when things take a long time. So this is this. So let's try to make this much faster. So we could do this in a couple of different ways. Could do this in a couple of but maybe the simplest would be I'm gonna start let's say process. Let's start moving code from here there. I'm gonna interrupt the there's a okay, yeah, so I interrupted the process. Okay, let's see if we can do a bit better here. So first of all, read CSV. Can we has header? Okay, we can do this a bit better. Let's see. We can. So first of all, okay. First of all, we could do this. Okay, first of all, we could do this. This already makes it significantly better. We can also do a bit better, which is, let's see, we can take the zero. So yeah, we have something like this. Let's do this. Okay. Now let's see what we actually want. So we want the query and the subject for sure. We want the use. We don't want the e-value and the bit score. So just remove it. Query, subject, identity, alignment thing we can. Maybe we would mismatches and gap opens. Gap opens not for sure.
Mismatches in gap apartments. A guide. Mismatches in gap apartment.
Shut up. Okay. Okay. And now this simplifies that. Can also later. Can also. Okay. 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 Okay, so this. Okay, so that we want the set, and now we're going to do this parsing. And so I'm doing it here in a separate file with the idea that then we will integrate this into the jug command, and then this will run one time, and then everything will be done, and then we'll just load the table. And then also just by removing some of the columns that we're not interested in, we can make that table just a tiny bit smaller, which will make it just a tiny bit faster to load. Right, and now, so now let's just do this. So move this. So this will just be okay, so this now unfortunately is going to take a little bit of time to run, but this should eventually finish. Let's just see it's running. Yeah. So this is the operation that when I was recording the recap, I did this, whereby I paused the recap and then continued. But I don't want to do this on the stream, even though I'm pre-recording the stream this week, because I feel that would be against the spirit of the project, which is I'm going to stream everything that I do with respect to this. So I'm actually surprised that Polars doesn't just accept the JZip. It's yes. Polars read JZip. I mean, I guess this is a common. I mean, I mentioned that a few times, but one of the things I always JZip because it saves disk space, but it also guards against many types of failures. So if a file gets truncated, JZip will detect that. If a file gets corrupted, JZip will detect that. If there's a partial copy, JZip will detect that. So there's many ways in which files go wrong, and JZip will detect that. And especially for things like FASTA files, a FASTA file, unless you happen to be very unlucky, and even then I'm not sure, you almost always, if you truncate a FASTA file, you get the valid, a valid shorter FASTA file, and once you parse it, you will not see anything wrong except that some of your sequences were missing. But if you have a JZip FASTA file and if you truncate it, then you will immediately see, oh, oops, that's wrong. So this is why I do prefer to, as much as possible, use JZip files. All right, let's start to see. So this will eventually be part of this. So cut out and annotate with argmath. And this would be something like this. Okay. I think okay, things that I've found this is map elements. I mean, this it's someone commented that the one big problem with pandas is that if you use it, you will end up with a lot of suggestions from Copilot or whatever other LLM you're using for programming. You'll end up with a lot of suggestions that are basically something like this. Yeah, something like this. Yeah, I mean, technically, I guess this would not be necessary. We could have just loaded the whole reference instead. Just to see if this is running. Yeah, this is running, so now it's been running for about so the last time I looked at this, Python had run for 7 minutes. I think we had just started, so now it's been running for another 7. So it's about, yeah, it will take a few more minutes. So we didn't need to filter only the ones that are interesting. We could have run, I think we could have run for everything. But just, and I'm not sure what this, okay, there it is. Just check it out. Does this work? GMGC. Yeah, just, so here I'm calling map elements directly with the dictionary. Should have called orflen AA. Let's call it orflen AA, just to be, I think just a slightly better name because it's unambiguous what it means. Okay, this one I'm surprised it's taking so long. I thought this would be I thought this would be very, very fast. Yeah, so by the way, so in the previous version we had filtered out we had pre-filtered the unigenes so that only unigenes with a KO with at least 100 KO hit, or only unigenes that match a KO such that that KO had at least 100 unigenes, it would be interesting. And here I'm keeping everything. I think this is slightly better because it's easy to filter afterwards. And anyway, we had noticed that there was almost nothing got filtered in the end. So by the way, let's just accidentally. What did I just do? Did I? Did I just accidentally exit? No, I don't think I did. Did I just accidentally crash the process? Yeah, I think I just accidentally crashed the process. Okay. Sorry, I think I just accidentally crashed the process there for some reason. Yep. Okay. Polymer. Okay. Something didn't go right there. Something didn't go right there. Just a mission of I need to sorry, I need to yeah, this is what I should do. Okay. Okay, this is okay, this should work much better now. Okay, so now okay, this is gonna take a few minutes. So that's gonna be no. Yeah. Integrated. Okay, no, so we're yep. So I'm just here getting the bits of code that I want. So here, it's no longer complete time out, is what did we call it? Sorry. So it's going to be this complete annotated tsv.jz. And now it should have the header. Okay. Oh, that's a matter. Okay. Okay, let's figure this out in a second. Okay. Yes, let's see. Okay, it's gonna take a little bit. So before it took about, so I said 7 to 10 minutes. That's probably about right. So before, yeah, it took 7 minutes until we noticed, and then it took a couple more minutes, and then. Okay, let's see. The jug is running there. See where else we can start to clean this up. Right now this will be much cleaner, right? Because it's not only significantly faster to, well, it's not that it's faster, it's that instead of loading and recomputing every time, we can just use it, reuse the outputs there, and then that's this. Yeah, this is pretty messy stuff here. Yeah, okay, yeah, see, this is, yeah, I had done this exactly, number sequence, like dictionary.get and then return type dtype int, and then this exact thing before. Oh, sorry. Sorry. So I'm trying to undo this. There's a change here. Yeah, okay, that was just it. So yeah, so if you see this here on my screen, this annotates whether there's been some changes with respect to the Git version. So in this case, obviously we've changed this here, and here there was some change. And I used to have like a little shortcut to undo the change, but it's somehow not working properly. Anyway, let's. Okay, we've been playing with this. Z-scores. See, okay, yeah, so now. Stuff again. Okay. Okay, this should be finishing soon. Let's hope. Let's hope it's correct. Okay, this we probably can fix. So this would be. Oh, data frame has no attribute to CSV. Great, we messed this up at the last step, which is one of the most annoying things to do. Let's write unigene instead of orf, gmgc unigene. And then to CSV. Yes, this is the lovely, writing polars as if it was pandas issue. Input output, so it should be write CSV, right? Is that correct? Write CSV. Write CSV. Separator, yes. Yep, it's going to be right. Okay. So we haven't actually committed anything, we're just about to see. Alright. So here, yeah, this would be the yeah, okay. Okay, and everything should work now. So here we haven't really filtered the KOs at all. This is really, I don't like this at all. This is very messy. And we really haven't thought about what to do with this, because this is, there's this so here before we've only taken the KOs that have one single hit, but is that really what we should be doing? Again, maybe filtering out for, and that made a lot of sense when we wanted to compare, like to these plots that we had, like this. Like we had these plots here, right, where we are tracing the same KO, probably even the same ORF. Like this one. Yeah, this one you see, but is this still necessary for all of them? Maybe not. Check. Yeah, okay, now maybe we don't need all of this filtering, because the z-score is still the same thing. Right? If you have a KO that has 2 hits, has 2 z-scores. And we can still count them. Yeah, some of this, I just... The thing I don't like about this, so we did this, exactly these plots I was showing you. Right? Right here, we've selected the ones where there's differences, but in real life we won't know when there's differences. So maybe we can simplify this a bit. Okay. Actually, let's since we're doing cleanups, let's do this. check. So now Jack's been running for 7 minutes. Right, so it should finish soon. So if I was doing this not for the extremely open science project, I probably would have at some point, checked my emails a little bit and just while something is running, just do a little bit of other type of work. But sometimes I do like to just look at it, just spend some time looking at it, just see the code again, see if things make sense. Okay, it's obvious that this is a pretty terrible code actually, right, but we don't really okay, right, okay. Okay, that's finished. Okay, so at least we will have gotten something done today. Maybe not. Yeah, I think this is probably what we should have done. Okay, so I'm going to invalidate the previous result and just for sake of argument run it again. I guess I'll run it after the stream just to be sure. See, yeah, let's just run it now. Okay, yeah, the numbers seem correct. Correct. Yeah, as I said, let's just move forward with let's just move forward and I'll run it after the stream. So let's just do this. So gmgc yeah, there it is. Okay. columns. Not sure that this, yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah, okay. This is, yeah, I think in the recap I was surprised, but I just misread it in the recap. So in the recap I was surprised that this, yeah, so basically the filtering here, there's nothing. Yeah, so remove 0.33, okay. Okay, now, since we're good, okay, so this is what we are. Okay, so that we've done. Just make this a little bit less confusing for myself, basically. Work. Work. Items. Just to be sure. Okay, yeah, so this just makes it a tiny bit faster and simpler. And once you get used to this, so alright, we have a few minutes left. Let's just spend it making things, cleaning up. Okay, I mean this stuff, there's not so much we can do here. Yeah, for example, why do we need to filter just... So here, yeah, we shouldn't just keep the ones that are... Right, there's no point in this. First of all, yeah. Yeah, here, why would this not work? This is structured pretty terrible, but it's pretty, why is this so terrible? Oh, because okay, we can do this KO, whereas okay, we probably okay, I get it. I get it. Okay. This is pretty terrible, but this is yeah, because so here we get this. This is nice, looks nice, right? But it's not necessarily what we want. Yeah, again, we can get this these tables where there's this KO, and for each KO there's a z-score for, but this does. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's just make sure this runs. And while this is running, oops, sorry. Just check. So this finished. So we rerun this. Oh no, we didn't. I said I was going to rerun it after the. Okay, I'll start doing it now. And okay, we've done a fair amount of cleaning up. We've moved the longer running computation to be run one time as part of the jug process. So that was a big one. That was actually quite annoying. I know we started here. Better variable names. We removed this old stuff that doesn't matter. It's extra variables. So I'm gonna put. Okay, let's. So I'm gonna put here. Do not. Okay, it's just those. Yep, exactly. So this will move. Okay, and okay, one other thing. Try filtering. By query, by position. Okay. Yeah, we can. So better variable names. Yeah, we still have plots we want, but we've cleaned up quite a lot. Okay. Okay, with that, again, I'm just gonna push everything, and as I do that, I'm gonna remind everyone that everything is available on GitHub. So this is, I just pushed it on GitHub, and actually, you can figure out that this is the time that I'm recording this, and in the meanwhile, everything's also available on the mailing list and Discord channel. So I'm gonna be posting there as well. So yeah, so I will see you next week. I'll be back in the office, and I'll be recording a normal session probably. So yeah, see you then, and yeah, so maybe just a few last words. So today we didn't make much progress from the scientific point of view, but it's, for me there's this back and forth between, exploratory and making advancements where, often the result is really messy code, and then you go back and you clean up, and often cleaning up means you just remove things that were no longer needed. So we actually do delete we deleted quite a big chunk of code. Often it means you reorganize it so that just putting things in the right files. Often it means you don't call every single variable data. So we did all of those things today. So with that, I'll see you next week.